Word.
The final word.
The final word. It's only one. It's only one.
Come on with
Let's
it.
go.
Let's get it.
Whole crew today too. Ooh-wee.
Yeah. The final word.
We got a lot to catch up on too, man. Goodness gracious.
Yes, indeed. And I already know you're ready for that new button, but I got you.
I know.
Come on, what we tell them?
I got beans and
Long day. Come on, baby.
Come home.
Y'all like Law? Where you at, Law? Come on home.
No.
Bologna. That's what they're telling Z. Come on home. I got beans and bologna for you, man.
Oh,
Fry my
man.
bologna. We got fried mine though. Slice the edges, man, so it won't rise up on you.
Bologna.
Come on, hit that note with me. Come on.
Oh, man. The
I got
creativity
beans
is off the
and
charts, man.
Oh man, you missed a quality fight last week too, bro. Oh, I wish you was here, Law. Ooh.
Man, I tuned in to see some of it, while y'all were fighting back and forth. It was good.
Man, I wanted you in it though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cormier, he was regulating some stuff, man. I like that.
Yeah. Him and Big.
Game
was going
James
at
had
it.
some valid points too, though.
Yeah, it was a good fight, man. It was a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
It was fun. It was one of the funnest final words ever.
Man, come
So-
on with it.
I don't know if we want to start that fight back up no more, man. It
Well-
got pretty violent.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, man. We got so much new stuff to talk about, man. It's gonna be phenomenal, man. Man, we got the topic of the day, man. What will the Cowboys do with this free agency stuff? How will they deal with these defensive tackles, or will they wait, or should they wait? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. And obviously Dak too. Some news, obviously Stephen Jones came out on Dak, And we never officially went through what we always do every year.
Yeah.
We always every year go through is it a now draft future or both per pick. So we gonna do that too. We gonna be out of here though, man. We gonna be in and out, man. I ain't gonna try to hold y'all up all day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's get
I
it.
can't wait, man. So yeah, man, and we waiting on Big, and man, he might.
Somebody tell Biggs.
Please come home.
Come on. You got beans and bologna.
Please
Come on,
Tell
Big.
Big, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Man.
The final
It's all
word.
good, man.
The
Come on
final
with it.
word.
Man,
The
we been-
final word.
Hey, Law,
The
boys
final
don't know how in sync we be over here, bro. When you crank up them buttons, I turn down the music, man. Boy, we will relay over here. Boys have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Man, we got
Cowboy
great
relay.
chemistry. Yeah, we got a great chemistry on the final word. Boys don't even have to talk to each other. Man, let's get it though. Let's get it. Y'all already know.
Maybe I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Big
I'm
is in
just
the
Nike
building.
designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Cowboys be having me
This is
fucked.
my song for Big Game since you in the building.
Please come home.
Where you at, Big Game?
I'm here.
Them belong.
Hey, come on. What's good with you, big dog?
What's up with you, big dog? All the big
None of
dogs. Is OC here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
shuck
game
it,
number
duck it.
level
Shuck
the
it,
both
duck it.
hosts, man.
of the
Yeah,
apocalypse, man. We got him here.
Hey, you feeling
Oh,
okay, man? Big, because I know you kind of sore from last week, man. That whooping you took.
Ooh.
Oh, I did not take a whooping at all. Lucky. I wish Law would have been here. I took all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was
Oh,
hoping
you
Law
fought
would
us
have-
all.
It had been a whole smackdown, 1-on-4. OC was on my team, so I can't count OC. OC was on my team. You feel me? He gave me great backup, even though you try to claim him. He gave me great backup and reinforced what I was talking about. So yeah, I definitely felt like, I ain't gonna say I won, but I'm gonna say it was a draw. Y'all didn't win. Y'all didn't win. That's
Nah,
for sure.
It's good because this can be a refresher. I didn't get a chance to see the OC draft reviews, nor all of
Yeah,
y'all. I didn't
all
get a
of
chance
us.
to talk to y'all. So,
Yeah.
so this
This
new to
gonna be
me.
the
So I
first
wanna know how
time we
y'all-
did this.
Yeah.
This gonna be the
Yeah.
first time we did this. So before we get into that, obviously we got some new stuff that's kind of coming out. Obviously, when they talk, we talk. So Stephen Jones talking about Dak, and I want to ask the question because he talking good. I totally think Dak can lead us to a championship. You know.
Yeah.
And then he said, we're hanging around the rim. We just got to get the job done. So, you know, obviously he talking good about Dak and all that kind of stuff. I want to ask the question, and we go around the circle. Start with you, Big. When is Dak Prescott deal go get done, and what's your thoughts?
I honestly don't know. I would think it'd be before training camp. That's when, if they're going to get it done, that's when I would say it has to be before then. Because I don't really see them making moves. They don't make the moves like during the season. They don't sign people like during the season. They like to get it done before the season, get it out the way, and keep it moving. And I think that would be the best time. What's it, May right now? So May, June, July, August. So we got about 3 months to see. And because if they don't, then I don't feel like Dak Prescott's going to be here, because I don't feel like they're going to get no bidding war with Dak. I don't feel like they would do that at the end of the year. I think, I just feel like if they're going to get it done, they need to get it done before the season starts to let everybody's head be clear. If everybody wants to be focused, everybody wants to be focused on one goal and trying to win a championship, that's when they should do it. Because if they go in this season without getting that contract, I don't know where people start feeling confident, because I feel like he's in a lame duck status just like his coach. So you got a coach in lame duck status, you got your quarterback in lame duck status. So how does anybody feel comfortable in the organization when you're doing the coach and the quarterback like that? So that's why I would think it'd have to get done before camp, in my opinion.
Well, a reprobated mind is what the Jones family operates out of. I couldn't get the word out. That's how crazy it is. All we got to do is say action speaks louder than words. They say that they love Dak Prescott. They say that he is priority number one, but they act as if though he is the side chick. They act as if though he's the second thought. They always out here in the club chasing others, and they don't have the foresight to say, hey, this is our bride. This is our main one right here. This is who we gonna come home to, right? And when we look at everything, their mind is already made up. And my thing is, whatever you do now is at a mute point to me, because they should have done this before the draft, before the free agency, so that we can equip this team with the maximum amount of possibilities, not with the minimum amount of possibilities, with hopes and saying to ourselves that, hey, if these draft picks can hit, then we will be able to hit. I get it. I understand. So I'm with the belief, if Jane Slater is right, and she said that it will be in August, right? It will be August when Dak Prescott get his contract. It's at a mute point for me because now what's going to be the tension mine is Dak Prescott, for whatever coins he get, is going to be extra scrutiny, extra criticism, because people are going to say, hey, man, this $55 million quarterback, he need to do X, Y, and Z. Or this $60 million quarterback, he needs to do X, Y, and Z. And it's just crazy to me how they allow the same thing happen over and over again, because this is just what it is. A reprobated mind. I can't talk today. Mind is what the Cowboys Jones family got. Their mind is already set in stone, and they believe what they're doing is right and everything else is wrong. So I just think that this should be the situation. Let Dak Prescott play out this year and let the coins fall where they may and let him test the market. That's how I look at it.
Ooh.
I'm with you, Law. I'm with that. What? Woo! Law said something like that. You make sure you definitely record this one, because I ain't never heard you say no stuff like that. You come to my team, ain't you? Come on.
Hey, wait a minute now. Hold on.
Come on over here. Come on over here.
Wait.
Come on over here.
Wait.
Oh, hell no.
Ben said that.
OC. When they gonna sign him, bro?
Well, I think this is a case of, and you heard this here first, contractual constipation. This is kind of one of those deals where you just can't get it out. Just trying, but you can't get it out. And the Jones family suffer from contractual constipation anytime it's a lucrative, large contract. They just don't want to commit. They do not want to commit. They want to get all the milk that they can without buying that cow, if you understand what I'm saying. And so in this situation, Dak is not going to get his contract. I would say probably mid-July. Right before they get into camp is when he will probably get his contract, if he gets it. And I believe that this is by no accident. And this is a part of what you talked about, Boss Cowboy, the Kardashian model. But this is even more subtly sinister than that. They want that contract signed right around the time that we begin to play football. Why? So that it's pressure. So that it's max pressure to get max performance out of Dak Prescott. Most of these teams will sign, as you've seen, these offseason free agents that can be extended somewhere around February, March, April, going up into the draft. Because in the draft, it's the draft. But oh no, not the Cowboys. No, we want to wait right until it's time for the regular season. Because any money we give you, we want maximum attention for, but we also, more importantly, want maximum pressure on you to perform and be phenomenal because we just gave you this money. So that's what I see.
Man, I got a slightly different theory.
Well, go ahead.
I think it's gonna be August, like Jane said.
Yeah, she's been right on it. Yeah, I think she's right though. Yeah,
I think she's right, and this is why. I think Trayvon Diggs messed up the game. For real.
Break it down.
And to a degree, I think Terrence Steele messed up the game. I'm being honest, y'all. I'm being honest, because I get what their strategy is. They want to wait till August because they want to get to where they can talk to you directly. Because you can't avoid football because everybody got a report. That was the genius thing of what Zeke did to get his money. He didn't get on the plane. But if you get on that plane and you call yourself loving football enough to go to camp, they go pull you in that corner and they go talk you into it. And Trayvon Diggs signed a gross team-friendly contract based on the skill sets that he has. And I think it hardened their resolve to stick with the strategy of waiting till everybody get to training camp in August. I think that go sign it in August. And I think I don't think it's going to work. But they want to give it a shot, in my opinion, and try to do it face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crazy thing is just not Dak Prescott at this moment. It's also
Right.
CD
CeeDee
Lamb,
Lamb.
you
Right.
know, and Michael
Michael
Parsons to a
Parsons.
degree.
Yep.
Out of all of those three, he could be the one that could wait another year. But we all get it, right? He's up for one that you can sign him, and he's looking at everybody else contract, and you got to put him and fit him in between the Bosa of the world's or TJ Watt's contract. It's somewhere in between. Or what's the kid that played for the Jaguars? What's his name? The brother. Josh Allen, the brother. Right. So it got to be somewhere in between that. And then when you think about Lamb's situation, it's a blessing that old boy haven't got paid yet from the Vikings. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
But you need to get in before he get in. You know,
they're not going to do that though, Law. They're not going to do that. It's the same thing with Parsons. It's the same thing when OC was talking to me to cut you off, Law. But the same thing when OC was talking about the constipation situation. I think it's a situation where they've already said it. Stephen Jones has clearly said they're not going to be trendsetters and they're not going to set the market. So if they're not setting the market, they know a Justin Jefferson is probably going to get that set the market money, right? So they're going to wait for him to get signed, and then they're going to accordingly come after him and then sign CD. And the same with Michael Parsons. They're not going to set the market with Michael Parsons. He's going to command all kind of money. So they're going to wait to see what other defensive ends are out there, top defensive ends are out there, free agents, and see what they sign for, and then they'll kind of plan accordingly. And I feel like I don't know if they're doing with this situation with Dak because quarterbacks have already been signed. But in my opinion, that's why I said I didn't want Dak back, because this is going to be a situation where you're going into the season with a lame duck coach who's already hired an agent just in case it don't work out, so he can already get ready to go somewhere else. So he's already preparing and making sure he's okay. So let's say you sign a Dak Prescott, right? You got a lame duck coach. Just by chance, right? Just by chance you regress, and let's say you don't make the playoffs, because remember when before that year of Garrett, when Dak played good in the playoffs in 2019, they got rid of him. I'm just saying that if they happen to miss the playoffs and they regress, who you think gonna get all the blame? It ain't gonna be nobody else on Dallas. It's gonna be Dak Prescott. And the first thing they'll say is, why you signing all that money? See, I told you. And then guess what the Joneses? I feel like they're gonna make him the fall guy. So it's just like, bro, why don't y'all just let him move on and find who y'all want? Because the pressure is all gonna go back on him. And if it fails, it's all going to be pointed back at Dak. And then you sign all this money for him, and then you're going to be like, well, you know, we got to get over the hump. I just feel like it's just a bad situation, in my opinion. And I don't think it's really going to be good in the foreseeable future. Just my opinion.
Before you go on to another strategy or point there, two cards that the front office got that can change and sway the minds of this fan base to make them feel a little happy. And that's getting rid of either Dak Prescott or getting rid of Coach Mike McCarthy. Those are the two polarizing guys on this particular team that can get the fan base like, you got rid of Mike McCarthy, now bring in a real coach. Or, hey, you got rid of Dak Prescott, bring in, quote unquote, I'm air quoting, a real quarterback. And that's where this fan base is at. It's just like the great divide of ice cream. This fan base is split on Dak Prescott, just like they are split on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah. And have y'all noticed how Mike McCarthy was looking at them in the press conferences?
Right.
Man, he looked like he didn't even care.
Man, he was looking at them like, shut up. Like, he looked offended,
He was
man.
looking like he didn't even care. Like, and I was saying this too, fellas, that let's say Mike McCarthy, let's say that Mike McCarthy goes to a different team, right? Let's say something happens, he doesn't with the team. And I think he'll definitely get another job because the first thing that he can say is, you see what I was coaching over there? Yeah. Do you see what I was dealing with? Because I think that's when all his truths will come out. Yeah. All the truths will come out, what he really talk about Dallas then. You know what I'm saying? Then he aired all that dirty laundry. And if I'm him, I say, look, I was dealing with that crazy house over there and still had 3 playoff seasons. That hadn't happened in forever. You know, who has won over there? That's what he can say. Ain't nobody won over there. So you can't use that against me. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody won over there under them conditions. And under them conditions in that short time, I made the playoffs every year except the first year. You know what I mean? And my quarterback was gone. So he has a backing where he can still pick up another job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's done enough.
My thing,
sure.
He's done enough. You know what I mean? But it just like you're putting that lame duck status on him just like you did Garrett in 2018. And what happened? It failed. The team regressed. We missed the playoffs, and guess who got fired? This feels like the same thing.
Well, you know what Mike McCarthy is going to do? He's going to write a Dallas Cowboys memoir. You know, that's what he's going to do. He's going to be a bestseller. He's going to spill all the tea when he gets his next job. Because remember, man, you know what Dalton Schultz said. He said it was a zoo. He got his bag with the Texans, got a 3-year deal. He said it was a zoo. He said, I thought that this was normal until I went to another organization, and they don't do these type of things. So it'll be interesting to see what Mike McCarthy says. But the Cowboys, in my opinion, the more I think about it, they re-signed Dak Prescott because the Cowboys historically, they're not really good quarterback evaluators. They're not really good at picking quarterbacks. Think about it.
They bad.
Look, they're horrible. And look, any quarterback they got from Tony Romo going to Dak Prescott, they got it by luck and circumstance. It wasn't because of an evaluation. The best quarterback evaluator won championships. He was Jimmy Johnson. He got Troy Aikman in the building. But besides that, it's been a lot of droughts in between that time, up until Romo and then Dak Prescott.
Most certainly, man. And you're right on all of those points right there. Especially if Mike McCarthy write a book, it can be the anti-swagger book. You know, he'll make money just like that. And then he can bring in this to the resume. These last 3 years, 36 wins, right? And he can say, yeah, all of the times Dak Prescott been here, he never been all pro. And the time that they allowed me to be the coach on calling plays, guess what? He became all pro. So those are things that he can walk around boldly with. And there will be 31 other teams that will say, well, one of the 31 other teams that will say, hey, give me those problems. I would love to have Big Mike McCarthy to be the coach over there for their team.
And so let me play this real quick to the OC's point. This came from day 3. Listen to this story. Listen to it. It's crazy. Listen to this. This is wild.
It's the same deal. Sean Payton was he was trying to get us to improve our bonus offer to Romo from 10 to 15. Elway was on the line with him at Denver. I thought Sean was biased because Romo was from his school. Elway was on the line with him at Denver. I thought Sean was biased because Romo was from his school. I thought Sean was biased because Romo was from his school. I thought Sean was biased because Romo was from his school. But he was saying, man, he had been in there trying to get us to take him. And so we were sitting there, and he finally squeezed out another 5,000, and we won the.
Who he had to squeeze the 5,000 out of? Who write the checks?
You sound
Jerry.
We had to squeeze out.
Was fighting for Romo.
5,000.
To your point, OC.
We could have
lost Romo.
Over 5,000.
Oh, $5,000.
5 bands. Oh man.
All right,
it's crazy.
All right, so anyway, I'm glad we got him, but that confirms your point that all the quarterbacks, that the last 2 franchise quarterbacks was pure luck. Because Jerry didn't want Dak either.
Jamil Showers, baby.
He wanted, oh man,
Paxton Lynch,
and he wanted Connor Cook. He wanted Connor Cook. So
and remember, Kellen Moore was the backup. Only reason why Dak got in is because Kellen Moore broke his leg.
Facts.
So, all right. Now, I want to talk about something that came up that's, to me, one of the most important things going on. And me and the OC, we had us a slight little fight over this yesterday. And this came out from A to Z Sports. Let me go and play this real quick.
A to Z.
Check it out.
Appreciate the question. He said, which free agent will Dallas sign before the season starts? Now, it doesn't have to be a specific player if you don't want to, Pat. It can be a position. But which free agent there for you?
I think they're going to look at defensive tackle. That's just the vibes that I'm getting inside the building. Defensive tackle. That's just the vibes that I'm getting inside the building. I think they're going to look at defensive tackle. That's just the vibes that I'm getting inside the building. I think they're going to look at defensive tackle. That's just the vibes that I'm getting inside the building. Now, but outside of Gilmore, I think it's defensive tackle. Mike Zimmer, he has his linebacker and linebackers, and now he's looking toward the defensive front. You see them go out and get a guy like Justin Rogers with the final pick. He's an absolute mass of a man, no diddy, but they're not done at defensive tackle just there, because anybody that knows Zimmer knows two things. He requires linebackers to play at a high level, and he requires his defensive tackles to play at a high level. And the jury is out on what Maji Smith will be in year 2. The keys are being thrown to that young man with Johnson Hankins no longer in the building, but you need more at defensive tackle.
I trust Big Tuck, man. And he said that Mazi gonna have to work on head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and he's going through a recovery, right? And we know that he's not doing anything, right? So what Pat No C Walker said when he said the building, I heard other sources just beyond A to Z Sports say the same thing. So not everybody's lying, right? So there's truth with that. So yeah, they looking for bigger boys, and Big Game James know, and OC know, and you as well know, Boss Cowboy Sports. We like Rodgers on paper, but it's going to take still time, for him to throw grown men around.
Oh, my God, no.
I had to tell the truth with that button, Big.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
One more time.
Play it again. Rodgers.
It's going to take time, man. On paper right now, it looks good. On paper, it looks good. Big
I ain't gonna lie.
That don't look good at all.
It don't look good at all to me. I'm being all.
That don't look good at all. We're and that
at
when,
least
when we have to get excited. We have to get excited about a 7th rounder defensive tackle who is average, very, very basic. Dallas doesn't know how to draft a defensive tackle to save his life. We great on the offensive line. We the greatest offensive line pickers ever. But when we touch that defensive line, we can't pick one. We done had good, solid guys come in the building. Once again, Bohanna, you cut him. Why? Ridgeway, you cut him in the mid-season. For what? You get what I'm saying? Hankins, you had him. You could have kept him for the cheap. Let him walk. What are you talking about? Now you're waiting on these wave of cuts. And let me just say one thing. Whenever they get a defensive tackle, he ain't never in the 26, 27 range. He's a 34, 35. I'm going to do it like Mike is 37, 32, 35, 47. I mean, that's what it is. It's all, you feel me? It's all old players. They get all these old players just like, now the only thing that will make sense to me, and we'll get into it, will be the Calais Campbell, just because he's the fountain of youth guy. And I could see them going that route because he's a name. But he's still 38, y'all. Like,
why you shaking your head, OC?
Because he's hot garbage, man. At this point in his career, he can play hot garbage. Hot garbage. I said it here. You heard it here first. Hot garbage. He cannot play a one technique or a 3-tech to save his life. He might be a backup defensive end, but we really don't need that at this point. We need a guy on the inside. And look, let me just explain something to the audience here, because there's a difference between a big, tough, physical 330-pound person and a big guy that's soft and lacks power. And I've played against both. I've had the unenviable task to play against a guy, several guys, and I won't name them here, but are 315, 20 pounds, and those guys squat 700 pounds. Those guys hang clean 600 pounds. Those guys got pop. They got power. They can hold up when you're firing off at them and you're trying to move them. It's a fight to move them. It's very difficult. Then you got these other categories of guys that are just obese. No offense, but obese. 340, 350 pounds. They soft as Charmin. When you hit them, you say, hee hee. All that kind of stuff. And then you begin to move them. Look, after 2 or 3 plays, they're gassed. It's a different type of athlete. After 2 or 3 plays, they're gassed. You hit them, you pancake them, you shove them around, and you do whatever you want to do. So here's Calais Campbell. Don't sign this guy. But anyway, y'all go ahead.
Can I raise you one? Can I ask you who had more interior production than Calais Campbell last season on this particular team? May I ask you that?
Are you lobbying for Calais Campbell?
I'm lobbying for the results, man. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. So I'm talking about the results. So who on this team had the kind of caliber of results that Calais had last season? I want to ask that, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm asking.
You gonna fight him on C or me?
Fight me,
Man,
fight me. Y'all tell me, just show me the results.
You in, boss. Look,
both of y'all.
I don't
get in.
This is a mercy. Blah, this is a mercy.
Round one. Fight.
Go ahead, boss.
I hate to do you like this, Law, and you my dog. Calais Campbell, man. And when I watch him on the occasional times where he played the one, it was, and we can see it right here. Like, he just ineffective. He's to me, he's Calais Campbell by name only, bro. So you can see right here at the 5 and just look at it. He's ineffective. He getting pushed. He falling around. And then they go finally put him at the 1 tech. He at the 5 right here again. It's going to be the same result. That was actually the same play in reverse. But when you watch him here at the 1, just watch. It's just garbage. Like, I can't see him at all playing a full-time 1, especially taking on doubles when you can't stay on your feet. I just don't see it at all. I heard the name, but this is from my research. I don't see it, bro, at all.
Well, all I can say is there ain't a lot of choices. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
That's true. I sent you a lot of choices today, bro. I sent you a lot of choices.
You sent me a lot of names. Send me a lot of names, but that don't mean they the choices.
They not the choices.
You said good names.
They're asking.
Names you said were good names, and they probably want some money. So I eliminate about half your list.
That's true, because the Cowboys not paying more than $1 million. Once you get
you ain't getting longer than a 2-year deal.
Like
you gotta be 34. You gotta have 2-year deal. You ain't getting more than that, and you ain't getting paid more than $2 to $3 million at the most as a defensive tackle. That's all. You're not really getting no money here. You want to come cheap? They'll sign you right now. And these dudes and this is why they go after the 35s, the 36-year-olds. Why? Because they old now and don't nobody want them, and they retreads. And Dallas is like, come on in here. Yeah, we got a place for you. Yeah, but see, guess what happens when we're using those guys? I'm gonna say it again. When we're using the cast-offs and the what they say when you're leaking everything, you just put the temporary holes in there, but eventually they're gonna break through and the dam is gonna bust. That's what happens with Dallas all the time. And when you mention Rodgers, Law, that's the whole point. You're getting these old-ass defensive tackles. You're getting these 7th-round picks. And what happens when we play those really good teams, y'all? We get our butts kicked. Why? Because we're relying on those type of guys to make the plays for us, especially in the run game. I heard Jerry Jones say that they want to stop the run, but you let go of Hankins. You're relying on Mozzie. You have a dude named Carl Long. And then you're sitting there saying, oh, we're going to wait till the wave of cuts and then we're going to go out. And then also, have y'all noticed since Mike McCarthy has been there, when they have got free agents, they at least got active in March. They signed a lot of those free agents that they brought over when Mike McCarthy has been here around March, late March, even when Gilly and them, they were before the draft. Yeah. Every year. They ain't did that this year.
Well, here's what I'm going to say, and not trying to run off from Calais Campbell, but I'm just going to bring it back up again because I just finally pull up his stat thing for everybody. I give it what you're saying, boss. Maybe that Saints game, maybe that was the day he didn't get a chance to get his rounds of Jericho. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he had 42 pressures, 10 hits, and I see he had 7 sacks. So I'm looking at it from an overall skill set of wisdom that he will bring to the table. We are relatively a still young team. I think that Chauncey Golston, I don't know who he is yet, right? And I know for sure if he fool around and get 7 sacks, fool around and get 7 sacks this season, boy, they'll build a statue and put him right beside Sky Mirror, right? So what I'm saying is basically it's just one of those things, whereas at least bring him in for a cup of coffee if he still want to play ball. That's all I'm saying. You got 90 guys that you can have, right? Before football kickoff, far as preseason, make sure you have 90 qualifiable guys that can really make something happen. That's all I want.
Oh, hell no.
Wait a minute. The last time we had somebody close to that amount of sacks was Jason Hatcher. You know, but go ahead. Yeah, you know, go ahead.
Look, listen, Law, you good. I'm okay if he's a backup defensive end, he gets some snaps. But that's not what we're talking about. And that's the only variable in the conversation here, right? He played primarily defensive end. We need an interior player. We need a guy in the middle of that defense that can do something. And I'm sorry. I mean, we can slice this pie 55 ways, but Calais Campbell is just not that dude, man. I'm sorry. He's gonna get pushed around like a pet bull in the china shop or something. You know what I mean? Just like he doesn't have the base, he doesn't have the power to stand up to people coming off the ball and shoving him around. He wants to play on the edge, and so he can swim and use his moves and try to, get upfield. And like you said, he'll produce some sacks. He's good as a backup defensive end, but we need an interior guy, and that's the conversation. We need an interior guy, and is he that guy at this point in his life? No, he's not that guy. Sorry.
He had more pressures than D-Law. He had more sacks than D-Law, and he had more hurries. And
everybody's got more sacks. Everybody's got more sacks than D-Law. Don't bring up that. D-Law don't get no sacks, so don't bring that up.
Hey man, I'm just trying to just help the brother out, man. I got these loaded, man.
There's some look. Hey y'all, Leaky.
You are fake news.
I got beans and loaded.
Leaky Fotu is a big boy. Listen, Leaky Fotu is a big boy.
Yeah.
See, they don't want to get active. They always want to wait. Leaky Fotu signed a 1-year deal, $2.5 million with the Jets. Yeah. He's still relatively. He ain't crazy old. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if they really tried to get busy and comb through it, it's like they don't even want to look at it. That's the problem. They don't even want to look at it. They want to wait. And I'm looking at deals from guys that were signed at defensive tackles, boss.
Yep.
And there's deals where they're relatively cheap, but they don't even want to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. I'm looking at all these deals and I'm like, okay, Jerry Tillery, like with the Vikings, 1 year, 3.75. Like you really could have signed some of these players here for what you could have signed them for, and they would have been younger. But y'all don't automatically put everything off. Nope, we're not even gonna look. That's the problem. They say we ain't even gonna look. When if y'all got busy and wanted to look, y'all could get some of these people right here for that price. But y'all don't want to look. Y'all always want to wait. And that is the problem. Y'all wait, and what you gonna get? You're gonna get what you wait for. Nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I got a bad feeling. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think is going on.
What's that?
Because I looked at all 32 teams yesterday. Because I was looking at the draft picks and which one of them went into teams with deep defensive tackle rooms. Some of them look real good. The number one to me was the Washington Commanders. That's Chef Kiss. Chef Kiss. Woo! They got so much defensive tackle, man. They could just throw some away and still be good. Then behind that was the Browns. Arizona got 3 defensive tackle that's fully mature. No, they got 4. They got 3 guys going into year 3, 1 guy going into year 4, which we always know you hit your maturity around year 3, year 4. True. So it's some deals out there, but this is what I think going on, y'all. I think our guys is gonna be the trap again. It's the trap where we overreach to try to push the guys that was drafted. I think that's the trap. I feel good about Osa. I ain't worried about him as a 3-tech. Right. I love it. He perfectly mature. He's grown into his man body. He playing that way. We go get a full season out of him at this point. But to bet on these guys is draft arrogance. That's the only way I can say it. And once again, I'm being all the way honest. We are stretching Will McClay. We asking him to turn water into wine, and it's something that if I'm being honest, it's a foolish ploy, and they need to go get some real shoes. They need to go get a real defensive tackle, whether you trade for it, whether you because I don't even like these free agents. I think you need to go ahead, wait on your cuts, but you need to get your guy in here.
That is the news and the noise around the building, though. Like you said, is to go get that big boy to help solidify this particular team. And if you're talking about Linval Joseph, if he's on the market, he played under Mike Zim's system. Now he is long in the tooth as well.
That was
5
years ago. That was 5
Go
years
ahead.
ago.
35.
And I looked him up. I haven't finished my film breakdown, so I ain't gonna kill him. I ain't gonna kill him
He
without
wears
looking at
down
him.
quick. He wears.
Yeah.
I just watched some film on him. He wears down quick. And Linfield Joseph, like you said, back in the day, he was nice.
5 years
back in
ago.
the day, but we always get the guys when they're done. You feel me? The Gerald McCoys. You know, when we always get the guys when they're toward their end. We don't get them when they're still popping. We get them toward the end, and then, like you said, we just expect them to come in and just do all these things. There's a reason why ain't nobody picked them up. There's a reason why ain't nobody signed them yet. Y'all understand? Y'all feel me? Like,
well, that's all strategy, big game. They love to do, like, I hate to use this as an analogy, but they love to do the parking lot pimping, right? They wait for everything is all done and the lights are on and they sitting outside on the car leaning out. They looking for the wobbly knees. They looking for looking for the Bambi. You know what I'm saying? The Bambi legs, the wobbly knees. And they said, hey, Linval, hey, say boo, say boo.
Oh,
yeah, that's what they doing, dog. That's what they doing. Say boo, hey, red. You know, let me know if I'm lying, big game. Let me know if I'm lying, the OC.
No, you ain't lying. But that's the bad thing. Here's the thing, Low Law. Just what you said when you was talking about earlier about with Dak. I'm not saying they're setting them up or nothing like that, but it just feels like you loading up that offense and loading up that offensive line, but you ain't touching the defense. So now you expect the offense to win everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who's that put the pressure on?
Dak.
Who's that put the pressure on?
They doing Zim
on,
bad
man.
on the DT. They tricking on Zim, bro. Zim, you should be mad right now.
Zim
preaching.
messes with DTs. That's his thing. His front seven is important to him. You feel me? That's why he got all those linebackers in there. I feel like they got to bring in somebody, but it can't be somebody like you said, boss, that's going to be like, ooh, okay, we got him. Now we feeling good. No, it ain't. It ain't going to be nobody on that free agent market that's going to make us feel good. The guys that were good
trade.
are the ones that signed, or like you said, you got to get busy with a trade. Y'all got a whole bunch of picks for next year. Use one of them picks for next year that y'all got. Get rid of one of them picks. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Get active. But like I said, I don't think they really know what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball, especially on the defensive front, especially at defensive tackle. They're just not good there. And they always think they don't got to invest in that position. They have never invested in that position. And that's why we are always getting killed in the run game, especially late in the game or late in the season, right? It ain't early. It's always late. It's late in the season. Guys are tired. Injuries happen. I don't understand why they don't think an injury can happen. And then what? And how many times of Dallas we get super thin and then we get one injury and we don't know what the hell to do?
Man, you spitting, bro.
How many times
I got
do
some
that?
solutions over here, though. I got some solutions. I got some. But let me know when y'all ready. But go ahead, Law. I know you.
I was going to say this, and I don't know if you seen that interview with Sam Williams. It's like a 3-minute interview, and they was talking about, like, you know, what are your expectations under Zim? And he said that he gave us some nuggets on the end of it, and he said that Zim got structure and he's going to let the best player play. Yeah. And that a lot of people didn't pick that up when he was at that baseball thing. He said he's going to let the best player play. And then when I talked to Osa this weekend, he said structure too. So that's 2 times I'm hearing structure. So not saying that, man, Dan Quinn didn't have structure, but not everyone's lying, right? So those are 2 different guys too. Osa started last year, right? Sam was on the outside looking in. So I hate to say this, big game, James, and the OC, but hey, our guys may be onto something with that, though. If you play the right guys.
Yeah, but you know what though? You know what though, Law? Them ain't his guys though. That is, especially Sam Williams. I think Osa ain't got to worry about nothing, but Sam Williams ain't his guy. And this is year 3. Sam Williams got to show something. That's why Marshawn got drafted, and then I don't know what Fehoko gonna do, but Sam
Right.
Williams got to step up because he ain't Zimmer's guy, and all that goofiness he was doing, that wasn't just no damn Dan Quinn. That wasn't just Dan Quinn, Sam Williams. I'm sorry. Dan Quinn didn't make you speed a couple times, getting in trouble. Nobody did that. That ain't got nothing to do with structure. That got something to do with you as the person. You need to step your game up. How many personal fouls did you lead the team with? Did that have anything to do with Dan Quinn?
Five of them came on special teams, though.
Yes, that has something to do with you. You need to get better, and you need to be more self-disciplined. Zimmer's going to be on you, but if you don't have it within yourself, it don't matter.
Hey, but he going to do...
Get your up there, contain the damn ball.
He going to at least yell at him. Boy, you can't yell at somebody way in the press box. So I give it what you said, though, Big. Go ahead, boss.
No. I need you to keep talking because I'm finna pull up.
Well, what I'm saying is, Big Game James, it just... We know a tree, you can bend it while it's young, but when it get old, it breaks. So my biggest, I said this earlier today, my come out player of 2024 on defense, believe it or not, is Micah Parsons. Not come out as a player, but come out as a mature player. And no shade at your TP if you're watching and Mama Parsons, but I think that if he said that he want to change the culture, right, which he's nearly not doing basically because he's way in Japan somewhere, but if he really want to change the culture, he's going to have to put 10 feet down, or 10 toes down, not 10 feet, but 10 toes down, and be willing to get things out of the mud in these type of games coming up around the corner here. He's going to have to stand tall.
I got a clip.
Go ahead.
And we gonna go through a very good exercise. Y'all check this out.
I mean, we'll replace guys as we move forward, and I just see our roster continuing to evolve, and we'll continue to get better.
Stephen, and I'm not holding you to this, but we can probably trade with another club pretty much for the next 6 or 7 months, can't we?
Oh, absolutely, all the way through the trade deadline.
Well,
and then as we know, with a little turnover on our staff, we've got guys who, with Zim coming in and Dan going out, there's a little difference in philosophy, and they like their guys, and we like now maybe a little different type of guy. There's no massive turnover, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of, opportunities there that maybe could help both of us, and then some of Dan's guys went to different teams too. So all those are opportunities that could evolve with our rosters.
All right. So he clearly talking about the Washington Commanders. So I want to have a mature conversation with y'all. I want to go back and forth.
Why you sound far away?
I sound fine. What about now?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I was just talking away from my mic. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. Couple of things. When I look at the roster of the Washington Commanders, boy, don't they look sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They look sweet when you look at their defensive tackles. First, they got 2 All-Pros.
Right.
Newton was the top 2 defensive tackle in this year's draft class. He slipped to the second round, but he had a first round grade. Would you agree?
Yeah, I like.
I'm surprised he fell that far.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
Washington.
Yeah, but I'm showing what they got over there, and then we gonna talk about what can we do. Because me and the OC, we had a nasty fight over this yesterday. It was nasty.
Oh, wow.
It was disgusting. It was with no mercy. So then they got Mathis in 2022, another round 2 guy that's getting ready to hit his maturity. So that's just the top 4 in their depth. Then you get to our old guy, John Ridgeway, who will be perfect for us. Because first of all,
bring him back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard that press conference and they saying we can trade some picks, or we can trade, it's not just even a draft pick. What would we be willing to give away? I thought we did this yesterday. I heard some good ideas from the chat. You know, somebody said Trey Lance. I think that was a good idea.
I think that at this point you just wait. You waited this long.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of teams
wait for the cuts.
post June. Yeah, post June 1. You know, they're going to be cutting some folks.
Yeah,
and there's going to be some big boys that you can scoop up. And get around. Some people not going to pass the physical. Some of these rookies going to show up and show out, and they're going to get rid of some veteran guys. So you got to play the long man game.
Man, well said, Law. I agree. I think our best opportunity is going to be to wait on these cuts, because I identified 8 teams like this to where they got some quality draft guys in a deep DT room, and that's that list we talked about. Big, you know what I'm saying? So I think you're right, bro. I think they do need to wait to count. See, but be ready to spend some money when them balls hit the market.
Yeah, we got surplus in what? Two spots. We got surplus. Is that wide receiver,
safety,
and safety spot? Because they got a Woods guy, man, that I think Big Game James know. That shoe, he gonna bring some pressure, man, and you gonna have to
bring the wood.
You gonna bring the wood, and you gonna have to figure out. Okay, Nashawn Wright, you play DB. Hey, your name is on the wall right now, bro.
Nashawn Wright gotta go, fam.
Yeah.
But that would be a trade option for Ridgeway.
Option. Yeah.
Who is taking Nashawn Wright? Who's taking him?
Dan Quinn.
No.
Easy. Who taking Easy?
Dan Quinn.
I'm about to take Izzy. I think Izzy will be somebody they'll look at, but not
Dan Quinn.
Nashawn Wright. Just cut him.
You feel me?
Yeah, he ain't taking him though. I'm sorry, he ain't taking him.
You got Hooker, Wanye. You got who else? Wilson. I like Wilson.
We deep at safety.
Yeah,
Wilson would be a player. I love Wilson, but he's the one that has commodity.
Yeah. Well said. And
hell yeah.
Good name in the streets.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And they will probably be interested.
We resigned him.
They got Jeremy Chin. That's solid right there.
Damn, bro. They I'm telling you, Washington gonna be good for at least for first 2 years. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough the first 2 years, bro.
What can hurt Washington is when that schedule release.
This is where they weak.
And their first 4 games, if they don't come off fast and the confidence is broken with who their quarterback is right now, Jaden
Daniels.
That's why I say
if you break a quarterback real fast, it can happen, you know. Or if he can get a momentum going,
them boys got
like CJ was able to get that momentum going. Shoot, it can work good for you.
I'm telling, and you see all the linebackers they got.
Yes, they got 6 linebackers.
You can only have 53 on the team, so you know.
I'll say like this: the rivalry will be renewed.
I agree.
Yeah.
Whatever they said that rivalry of Dallas and Washington was going is back. I guarantee you. You'll see.
Oh yeah. That's based off of what they did during the offseason. You know, I think the Giants outside
and Dan Quinn leaving us. It's more personal. It's more personal. In my opinion, with Dan Quinn leaving. It's
gonna be some low scoring games too. It's gonna be some low scoring games.
It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be, like I said, Washington's gonna be some tougher games now, dog. At least for the first few years.
Yeah.
The craziest thing is for me, I'm more intrigued about what Joe Witt Jr. gonna do, juxtaposed to whatever Dan Quinn got going on.
You preaching?
I wanted to see, because I really like Joe Witt from a philosophy standpoint and how he get people prepared. So I'm more interested in that. I know for sure there'll be some type of different adjustments made, and it'll be just a different kind of caliber of style calling, a play calling of defense, opposed to what Dan Quinn was doing here.
Say, I got a couple of fat super chats that came in. Want to take a super chat break real quick?
Go ahead.
All right, so my boy Keystone sent in a super chat for 10 Bones. He said, interior is underrated position to make the Super Bowl. Look at the Eagles: Sue, Chiefs, Chris Jones, Ravens. You right. The Ravens got 3 big DTs. 3. I looked at them yesterday. Yeah. Facts, Keystone. That's a good super chat. And then My boy Stephen Poe asked a question. He said, "Do Clark lose his starting spot?" I don't know.
Yes.
You think he gonna lose it?
Yes.
I have a weird theory
because I feel like I'll just say this real quick, Law, and then tell me your theory.
No, you good.
Because I just feel like with Damian Wilson re-signed, I ain't saying he's nobody to be jumping up and screaming about, but I just feel like Zimmer gonna lean. I know he's gonna play whoever, but I think he's gonna lean on the veteran. Okay, and you know, we'll see what happens with Clark, but I really think he likes that Maris kid. And if Maris grabs things early, and I think he's more violent. I think he's slow to kind of process, but when he sees it, him and Damone Clark are different to me, Boston Law. Because when you watch Maris play, he plays with his hair on fire.
He does.
He attacks that hole.
Yep.
He does not wait. He attacks it, and he's violent. Sometimes he misses a lot of tackles just because he's so over aggressive.
He needs to break down.
But I'll take over aggressive than
in the
I don't know
position.
What's going on. And
right.
this dude, my dude. I mean, because Damone Clark is just not grasping it.
Yep.
And because he's not grasping it, I feel like he's playing slow.
Yep.
Because he's not catching on to it. And you know how it is, Boston Law. Y'all play.
Yeah.
When you're not processing it quick enough, you will play slower because you're thinking too much.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect diagnosis. Perfect.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I think that Damone Clark fell off when, you know, they got rid of the linebackers coach and they put him in a different position. But
Thompson.
My theory, huh?
Yeah, you talking about Thompson.
Yeah, Darian Thompson, you know, he was his coach, or Scott McCurley. Yeah. I think that they missed George, you know, when he was in the building. I think that he was picking up the process a little bit better, but not to use that as an excuse. But my theory is that what was our weakness now becomes one of our strengths on the defensive side, and that's the linebacker room, believe it or not.
That's facts.
I just foresee Parsons getting back to linebacker play. I'm looking at what they're going to find out is that a lot of people not talk about Tyrus Wheat. I think that he's going to show up a lot.
Man.
A lot of people not talking about
there
that.
There you go.
Know.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
them red shirts.
You already know.
I believe in it too, bro. I do.
It's going to be because here, remember that time we had Brothers on the show and he said that, hey, the sponsors are gone, right?
Yes.
So when you start losing sponsors, everybody starts at zero now. Everybody got to shake Mike Zim's hand for the first time, and they say, okay, this is my stat. This is what I do. This is what I like to do, X, Y, and Z. And now all of a sudden with the clean sheet of paper, Sam Williams got to show up. Michael Parsons can't lobby around and say, hey, I want to be at the edge because here's my guy. He's going to be like,
get your ass up there and contain the damn ball.
And he's going to put him right back beside Eric Kendricks. Especially on that double A package, you know, that he got, that double A blitz package. And you think about this. Kendricks, he came here because he said that he didn't want to be a backup in 49ers land. He wanted to come here so that he can run the defense, and he knows this defense like the back of his hand. And he can just tell, hey, Parsons, hey, when we shoot through these gaps, boy, it's time for us to eat. And majority of Parsons' sacks last season, guess where it came from, boss?
Interior.
Ooh, come on, baby. Where we gonna have Zim blitzing them boys through? Interior, man, the A-gap stuff. And I know the way to get this thing cooking is you gotta have Fat Boy.
Yep.
You gotta have Fat Boy in the middle. So that's our missing piece on this defense. So what's our weakness now is our strength, is the linebackers, right? So I think that everything will work its way out.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
I got a super chat, boss.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
Get it, yeah.
You're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
Two of them.
Woo!
Man, now you was cooking.
I got a super chat here, boss.
Let's go.
It's from Amp Sports, $9.99. Holla, appreciate you. He said, could Scheme potentially hide our defensive tackle flaw, maybe 5 down linemen in obvious running situations, or will 4-3 be an improvement from last year with the lightweight guys?
Oh, hell no.
We got another super chat. My boy say Parsons, Kendrick, Overshown, Fire. I totally agree.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot about Overshown.
That's why I said it's going to be our strength now. The linebacker room going to be our strength.
Here's the thing.
You hit that,
Law.
You hit that.
Law. Linebacker is a strength now. You feel me? But we still got to see. The good thing about Overshown, he hurt his knee very early in the season. So I feel a little better about him because he basically started at that was like August, damn near, when he happened to him.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? But the only thing with me is you got a hell about linebackers, but linebackers don't matter if your defensive tackles. Ask Ray Lewis. Because when Ray Lewis had a little fall off, first thing he said is, you need to get me dudes in the middle.
Right.
Because I can't be effective and I can't be Ray Lewis without them. He said that.
He said that. He said that. It's obvious what we got to do, man. Y'all need to take care of them. Being honest, Dallas Cowboys, Listen, I'm not built to lie like that. I'm not here to sell y'all some Kool-Aid that ain't measured. I looked at all 32 teams. You can't find none of them that got 2 starters in their first 2 years. You can't find one team. I looked at literally all 32 teams at all their depth yesterday. I spent 4 hours looking at it, bro. Facts. We got the youngest DT group in the league. You are stretching Will McClay way too much. And don't go get no anybody. Don't go get no old dude. We don't need no shut-up signings.
But you know what's coming.
Yeah, because I fear that this is going to be DT by committee. Just like receiver by committee, I have a... Don't lean on these draft picks so heavy to where you're arrogant.
Yeah.
But, hey, I want to get into this with y'all. I do. I want to get into this, y'all. I want to go over these draft picks. We ain't did this yet together.
Okay.
All right. Because I'm going to tell y'all something too, bro. I'm going to give away something. Except for defensive tackle, I feel like we better than last year.
Yeah.
As a team?
Yup. Yes.
I got two unknowns. Two unknowns on the defense. You can tell me all day about Keelan Carson's and what he's going to do as a maybe, and he shut down this and that. But you got to be real with ourselves. It's still going to be Trayvon Diggs, a time to get rack ready.
Yes.
He's not going to be the same Diggs, right?
Yeah.
And Bland, he's going to be kicked back to the outside. And we still don't know the other DBs. So that's why I've been banging on the table for J.C. Jackson, Xavier Howard. To a degree, Gilly, he can't pass a physical yet. Oops, I said that out loud, right? Because he had shoulder surgery. He had shoulder surgery this offseason. So he's not ready yet. So that's why nobody's picking him up. So that's a big area. And on the inside of this defense, like you said, no fat boy with skins on the wall. So those are the only 2 areas that we have slight reservations on.
The defense, I can say this for sure. The offense is better. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
The offense is better.
Offense?
Yes. It's
the offensive line is better.
Which makes everything better. And this, I'm gonna make a small case on the offense. Dak going into year 2 being in this, offense. So I would expect it to slow down for him. So I would say improvement there. I would say our running back room better. I would say I think Zeke is a better fit than Pollard for points.
For points. I'm glad you said it for that
also,
aspect of it.
Last year, people don't know this, but he had a faster miles per hour than Pollard. Last year.
Who?
Zeke.
Yeah, because Zeke was healthy and Pollard was not.
But he was faster. That's my point. I'm just saying he was fast. You know what I'm saying?
Are we going to say that this year, though, with him fully healthy, you think? I don't think.
Boy, they're going to be running over in Tennessee, man. Tennessee got some. They got.
I don't know what that ankle did to him.
Yeah.
Big. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because he had a full break versus Zeke had a PCL. You know what I mean? So I don't know how they compare. You know what I mean? To trying to come back. I ain't gonna fake, but that still was impressive. So, but I was just talking about the running back room. I'm just making a case for the offense. Our offensive line is clearly better. Man, you like fighting over Zeke, man. I ain't finna fight you no more over Zeke.
Okay.
I'm done with Zeke.
Right.
But our offensive line. Hold on, man.
Boy,
I gotta hit a butt. I gotta hit a
that
butt.
boy
Man.
ready.
Boy, he ready to fight. Boy, I say Zeke. My boy say, hold on. As soon as I say Zeke, my boy say,
Round 1. Fight.
man,
You
I
know,
can't
every time
do
you
it,
mention
man.
him, I'm saying it, but that's okay.
But I say
You know, the
we
Titans
got
got a
the
nail
overall
in the nail over there. You know, they got, remember Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. They got nail in the nail. So they got no hammer. So I won't be paying close attention to the Titans run game. And I think that Tony Pollard should be a little bit more explosive than what he was last season, though.
I'll say this though. Your running back room is better because your offensive line is clearly better.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, oh yeah.
See, I can't divide the running back room from the line that's in front of them. You know what I mean? A better line gonna make a better running back room.
Yeah.
But I think they did that also, boss, because they knew they were probably getting Zeke and they were going to have to load up that offensive line because you don't have explosiveness in that running back room. Even though it's an overall better room, it still lacks explosiveness.
Can I tell y'all something? What a bird told me, because they had some throw around practice today.
I like birds.
And a bird told me, bro, that this dude is physically fit. He's in shape, and he's lining up in Gallup's spot, and he wears number 84, and he's been catching all of those high balls that the quarterback been throwing.
Martavius Bryant.
Yeah. They say he's back in shape.
I was just talking about him last week.
Dracarys.
I was just talking about him last week. Said he is the X Factor.
X Factor.
Me and Star did a show. Me and Star did a show last week, and we could talk about he could be the X Factor. Now I know he's older, so you know the age that, but some people, particularly that dude, he might be there. I'm just saying, boss.
He could be like the Plaxico Burris thing.
Listen,
you know?
I'm not hyping. Yeah. Boss, I'm not hyping this. Don't even look at me like I'm hyping it. All I'm saying is
Kool-Aid man.
Oh hell no!
This ain't no Kool-Aid. I'm just saying.
I'm fucking with you.
Him being tucked away.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's gonna be that guy as your number two, because obviously he's older. But he has a skill set, like Josh Gordon, who kept getting in trouble, missing years, and he could come back and still be a dog. That's the only reason why I say Martavius Bryant is that type of athlete. Because come on, let's not remember. We remember how nasty Martavius Bryant was, dog.
Yeah,
he was nasty. He was nasty. I wanted him when he first got suspended. I was like, get him. They're like, he smoked weed. I was like, I don't care.
Roll one.
Yeah, all I'm saying is he could be the high point guy.
So basically we saying our offense better. Your quarterback better, your offensive line better, which makes your running back room better. You got rid of Gallup, so you're not going to be forcing him. You probably got two people that's going to be upgrades with Bryant and Jalen Toe, but your offense is better. Your defense, I think you was balanced on that. I think
we need
y'all burning us
receiver.
alive on them lights, man.
We need receiver. We need speed at the receiver. I like Kavontae Turpin, but he's still little.
Yeah.
Don't you think we need speed on the outside?
I like Turpin.
Because Lamb ain't really fast.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying
think we need to give Turpin more reps, bro. I think he earned it.
But do you feel? I mean, just looking at the receiver room, right?
I know he little, but
no, not just little, but across the board, we don't have any speed.
Yeah,
we don't have anybody with speed.
The person that I'm the most concerned about, bro. See, we might have some speed, bro. We might.
Who?
Ryan Flournoy.
Flournoy.
Flower. That's how you said Flournoy.
Yeah,
I would call him Flow.
4'4" speed, big boy, 6'4".
Now, Southwest East Coast State.
Yeah, and see, Law, you did the breakdown on him. I know you got a super chat. Go ahead, Law.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the super chat. He said people are sleeping on a Rico. Look at the film. Rico balled out, and people sleeping on Deuce. Only people with production like him in college was Gibbs and Bijan Robbins. So I get that. I get that. Here's my thoughts on this, man. Deuce, when you look back at Deuce highlights, you see BB in front of him, right? You seen BB, and BB is here now, so hopefully, man, confidence can be there. And if Deuce can get a little sliver of an inch, he can give you some wiggle rooms. And we seen that in preseason. We're like, hey, Deuce was looking so good in preseason. We were yelling, change that number and give him a number 2 or give him another number. So hopefully, man, they switch Deuce out from that 42. I'm not saying that numbers make players, but sometimes it just make look like they can be a little bit faster and we can see something better out of Deuce. Hell, put number 20 on him, But back to Ryan.
They don't
Ryan,
know how to use Deuce.
Hey, Ryan, my bad. He's 6'1".
No,
I thought he was 6'4".
No, he's 6'1" and a half.
My bad.
205.
My bad. I ain't found no film on him yet, boy. That boy film is in the vault.
Boy, Vaj got the all 22 on him, I believe. Yeah. So what I'll say here though with Floyd Noah is this right here. He works with Chris Carter, and he's determined. He looks up a lot of film on Jerry Rice, and he looked up to Dez Bryant. So those were the things that we pulled up as far as his background. He high points the ball in traffic. He greets the ball with his hands, but he can get thrown off if you press him. And, his first few steps is a little wild. So I'm going to try to get him involved with a few route runner techs out here so we can get his game a little bit polished to get him off the jam. But if you're talking about him in a spot over here, we're not asking him to be number 1. We're not asking him to be number 2. We're asking him to be 3 or 4 guys. So right. I think that he can really flourish in this system. Some of those little passes that we were throwing to Kevontae Turpin, and he get lost out in space because Turpin became a gadget guy. No offense to Turpin, but he became a gadget guy / I can only run the 9 route with you. You get a little bit more in the bag with Ryan, and his name been called about a little bit too. And hopefully he will be able to do something for us when the real pads and all of that stuff come on during training camp.
My boy James, man, be careful out there, man, driving. He said, what's Deuce's superpower? I think Deuce got super agility, great vision.
Wiggle, yeah.
And hard to see, that's his superpower to me. Sproles, gadget back. I wanted to do this with y'all real quick. We did this last year. We want to do the impact now, future, both, and an opinion. All right. We go rapid fire these things.
Okay.
Tyler Guyton. Big. Is that now, future, both?
Both.
Okay. Give me your thoughts in terms of what you think his year 1 go be, year 2, year 3?
Both.
I think his year 1 is going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
In my opinion. He's going from the right side. He hasn't played offensive tackle a lot in college, and he played more right side than the left, even though he's hella willing. I love the attitude. I love his attitude. He's hella willing. You can be willing all you want. You're going to be going on that left side, and you're going to be going against some treacherous people. We saw, and I ain't saying Terrence Steele, but he still was a rookie when they threw him in the fire. We saw Myles Garrett. We saw he got the work. He got the business. And he has all the elite traits. We love that. I just feel like it's going to be a struggle to go to that left side. A lot of maybe some holding penalties. I just think it's not going to be atrocious. I think toward the end of the year you'll see growth, but I feel like in the beginning, it's the first year is going to be a tough year for him. I think the second year, if we're looking at his willingness, I think he's a hard worker, and we have the elite traits. Then I see with that year 2 of being okay. We like why we drafted him, but that first year is going to be a struggle.
Law.
Okay. I think he's going to be both, right? With the series of questions there.
Yeah.
There was a unique piece about him playing at right tackle at OU. I didn't know that the quarterback was left-handed, so he was protecting his blind side, and they were saying that that's why they needed him more so on the blind side. So now transitioning over to the other side, when I look at the fact that before the draft and during the draft, even Duke Manyweather said, I'll coach him up, I'll teach him, but it will cost him $500,000. And now then I looked at this Twitter. I'm seeing him working out with Duke Manyweather's people. So somebody paid the $500K, and I need to learn how to be an offensive line coach myself. But I will tell you this: he's working with Duke. Tyler Smith is working with Duke. BB is working with Duke. Zach Martin is working with Duke, and Terrence Steele is working with Duke. So if anybody can get these things right with him, it will be Duke Manyweather. The only reservations that you have with him is hand placement and strength, right? So, and a lack of experiences, of course, on the left side. He may struggle a little bit, but if he can be more alert than Chuma Edoga, that's a win for us. Keep in mind, Chuma never played left tackle until last year. So I'm looking at it like that. So it's going to be trial by fire. It's going to be, hey, throw the young rookie out there. He got good feet, and Mike Solari like to pull these guys anyhow. And I wish OC was still here so I can get his knowledge and breakdown of Tyler Guyton a little bit more in depth. But I'm gonna say that he's both right now.
I'll say both. And then my prediction is I think he go follow the Terrence Steele trajectory. I think he go be baptized by fire. I think it's gonna take him about 8 games to start really getting his legs. But I think he gonna show massive improvement once we get around November. I think we gonna start having a lot of comfort with him once we get in November. I think he's been planted in the best ground in the entire NFL. The Dallas Cowboy trainers and the Dallas Cowboy room is the best group in the NFL. So I think we go see some. Now, it's one thing about him that just take time. Strength.
Yeah, strength.
It's one. That's what. See, the difference
chicken
between.
arms.
Yeah. See, that's the difference between him and Tyler Smith. See, Tyler Smith always had the strength. That was that came with that package. They just slimmed him down. You know what I mean? But he's, he went from double chin to no chin, But
Jay Leno.
So it's easier to go down than it is to go up in strength. So, all right. But
before you move from the point though, boss, 2 key ingredients. One being Ezekiel Elliott. People fail to realize he's a damn good blocker, good help.
Yeah.
So you can put him in the backfield, and then you can still slide a tight end to that side. And everybody been banging on his table secretly for a guy named Brevin, So a brother, another tight end, and Jake Ferguson is no one to sneeze at as it relates to coming to blocking.
Yeah.
And this could be the staple piece with Luke Schoonmaker. As much as we can talk about Schoon on certain things, he's a really decent blocker,
Appreciate the super
Those are ways you can help him out.
My boy Steve said Nate is working with Duke too. So we're gonna get to that, man. That's a good super chat, man. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah. All right, so pick 2. Big.
Now he's a now and he's a future. He's a both, but he's more now in my opinion. Because they're light in defensive end. Lawrence Armstrong gone, Dante Fowler's gone. You had 2 guys that brought almost over 10 sacks between the both of them. So you need to replace that. And to Law's point, when he was talking about Micah may play more linebacker, I think Micah might go back into the role he was his rookie year, where you saw him kind of playing everywhere. Wherever that kind of the matchup is, you can see him doing that. So I think they're just going to continue to move him around. And if that's the case, I feel like this is a Zimmer guy, a Zimmer pick. So if it's a Zimmer pick, and they've clearly said from the front office they need their young people to play now, and they need to step up. So I think he's going to get thrown in the fire. And then they're talking about he's the D-Law clone. So good on run deep. He's a pretty good run stopper on the edge. He can play with the hand in the dirt. He can stand up. He plays very violent, very aggressive, and he has a very, very high motor. His motor never stops. And those are the type of people Zimmer wants. And also, D-Law don't get no sacks. And really, Marshawn doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he's always around the ball. But I think the difference between him and D-Law, if you saw when D-Law was coming out of college, and even Marshawn, the thing that really impressed me about Marshawn is he can mirror people. So when he gets through that line of scrimmage, we see so many times where D-Law overruns he gets in the backfield, right? But he always misses the quarterback when he slides in. He goes around the quarterback every time we see that, and it frustrates me about D-Law. This guy can actually gear down. He's coming off the edge. He can gear down, and then when that quarterback starts scrambling, he can mirror where he goes and still make the tackle. I don't think that's something that all players have. And that's what really stood out to me for him. So I definitely feel like he's a now. He'll be in that rotation. I think he's going to get a lot of playing time. And I think he's going to do well this year. I like the pick. I was surprised by the pick, but when I watched the tape, I like it.
Good call. Good call. I want to say now so bad, but and that's because what Big Gang James said. He's the only one that got sponsor in the building, right? Everybody else is other people kids, So Sam Williams, Tyrus Wheat, Golston, them not Mike Zim kids, right? So them step kids out there. So hey, so he's gonna have to be the now, right? If you pick this dude with your second pick, you slap 94 on him, right? So you got high expectations for him. He for damn sure can stop the run. His grade on stopping the run been the best since the year 2022 out of college, from whatever stat that I read. So hopefully it can be transitional over to the pros, but he got an uphill battle to climb, right? Because if that's the case in the scenario, what the hell we've been doing with Sam Williams? What the hell we've been doing with Tyrus Wheat and Chauncey Golston, right? And Junior Fihoko as well. So all of those boys, we need to see what they made up of. And if they can't beat out the rookie, man, it's tough. It's tough living for them.
I say both. I think he gonna be rotational.
Facts.
I just think he gonna be rotational. I think, matter of fact, I'm leaning more future. And the reason why I'm leaning future is because even Tank took 3 years before he hit his maturity. I know people saying Tank out the door next year. I gotta keep what I've seen through history, right? Right? Yep. It take about 3 years for any one of these defensive tackles to kind of really get going. I don't care where you came from. Like Tank always had the heart and the motor, but he had to get his man body too. I'm saying he go get his rotation because of the sponsorship, but I really see his major impact coming 3 years from now. Future. We gonna start with you, Law.
Well,
go ahead. No. We can go back.
Go ahead. Well, I just want to say the last thing about that with the talked about with the future. I just feel like I agree with that. He may be might be future. But when I look at the team and the way it's structured, I just feel like, man, he's going to get a lot of work.
He could get thrust out there. He could.
And remember, because D-Law, we got good with D-Law being healthy last year. D-Law is injury prone. And even in his first year, I thought D-Law was hitting the ground running. But remember, he broke his foot his rookie year in training camp. He missed the first 8 games. He didn't come back until the end of the year, and then you saw the potential when he got those sacks in Detroit in that playoff game. And then the next year, he got 8 sacks at the end of the year. So, you know what I mean? So it could take that type of trajectory, like you said, boss.
No doubt.
We can all say this at the same time.
Yeah.
Now.
Now.
Next.
We
already know, bro. Come on. Let's go. Come on, bro.
Day one starter.
Come on, bro.
Day one starter.
Come on, bro. Next.
Day one starter.
I ain't gonna waste no time. All right.
Oh, my future.
No.
That's a futures guy right there, but he plays with his hair on fire. To me personally, when I see him and Fihoko out there on the field with the hair out the back, it's going to be nice, man. When we look at his tape and everything, like you said, he may be Hawaiian, right, or Polynesian. No offense if I said it wrong, but he plays with a kamikaze type of mindset, right? He's shooting through there. He's not afraid to make tackles or make plays. And he's probably, when you look back at his information tag, he's one of the better coverage guys too. People not talking about it much on or a lot on, but he's still raw in a lot of ways. But the good thing is, I forgot we have Eric Kendrick. He's gonna have his hair out too, so we can have 3 guys with hair everywhere on the field, which would be dope. But I would say this though, he got a long way to go because you got Kendricks, you got Parsons, you got Overshown, you got Damian Wilson, and then you got Damone Clark, and you got my guy Buddy Johnson that nobody's really talking about yet. So it's going to be good to see him just sit in the room and just soak in all of this great information.
I'm agree totally with Law on that. He's definitely future. They got their guys already in there in the building. I definitely feel like we're going to see a lot of Overshown, especially if he's healthy. But I think, this is good because, I think he'll be great on special teams early. I think he'll give a lot of energy on special teams. He's an energy guy. That's what I love about him. He's an energy guy. He's an attacker. And I think they'll be grooming him. This is his chance to really learn because I think we heard that, Mike Zim said one of the reasons why I picked him because he said you knew what everybody's position was on the field. And that's why I knew I wanted you. So you can already say he's intelligent. He's violent. And I think Kendricks is a great mentor. Kendricks will be a great mentor for him. And like you said, I think we'll see him at some packages maybe. Might see him in some packages here and there, get his feet ready. But I think the next year is when he's going to hit that ground running. And I think he'll have a really good teacher in Kendricks. I think he's the type of player that'll soak it up. And I think Kendricks is the type of one to give him that knowledge. So I think that's a great pair right there.
This is the hardest one to me. That's the hardest one to me. Because I think he go depend on how Clark play.
Yeah. Before we go to the next guy, y'all heard the report that they was hiring Marshawn Lord at that spot right there. What's your thoughts on that? If they would have picked Marshawn Lord up versus him, who do you prefer? That's a long pause, man. Y'all all right?
Yeah, man. That's my brain go super dead, bro. After the draft, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
The running back. What school? Lord? Yeah.
Okay,
they passed up him.
Don't. Cause see, that's why I paused, Law, because I didn't know if you were comparing. I didn't know if you were comparing a running back or another linebacker.
Yeah, because I
okay, I got you.
Yeah, no. Now I'm ready to jump all in it. Okay.
Yeah. The report came out today, though. The report came out today that they passed up Lord over him.
Personally, tweeted Marshawn Lloyd's available. I had Marshawn Lloyd in damn near every one of my mock drafts, and I said he is the kid that you can have around that 3rd or 4th round. No, we don't have the 4th round pick. I said that's the guy that you can get. Now, if we would have got him, boss, and then you got Zeke, then I'll be like, all right, now we cooking.
That would have been
now
dope.
You got the that would have been dope. I would have had no problems with that because now you got the explosive back.
Yeah,
that would have been.
And you don't got no future. That's right now.
That's what I said, boss. Where I said they missed out on the running back because they weren't high on Benson, but Benson could have been had in that 3rd round. You still could have got a linebacker. I don't know how they felt about Jalen Ford, but he's pretty good. He went in the 5th round after they picked Carson in the 5th. He went in the 5th. You could have got that linebacker and still could have got that explosive back. And Marshawn Lloyd was for the taking. He was my personal guy from the Senior Bowl.
I was high on him too, bro. I was real high on him.
The table for him.
Yep.
I was like, get Marshawn Lloyd. Get Marshawn Lloyd. You can get him now. And guess where he went? Green Bay Packers, and he gonna eat over there.
Okay, so y'all all feeling the same way. So I'm gonna forever be looking at those two pathways of their careers.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna forever look at those two.
But Maurice got the upside to me. But Lord was somebody that could put you over. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to win
and
it
help
next
it
year.
now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
I think
now
Maurice,
like I said, boss, I'm excited about Zeke then if you had a Marshawn Lloyd.
Oh man, we would have been whoo, because that's exactly what you were saying. That's that thunder and lightning. And he
thunder
can
and
catch,
lightning,
bro.
dog.
And he can catch.
He can catch up. He was like a poor man's Reggie Bush to me.
I felt like he was a Swift.
Yeah, I
saw
can see
Swift.
that too.
Yeah. So, yeah, that kind of hurt, man. That
He went to Green Bay. Maybe we'll see him again because he going to Green Bay.
I'm about to get mad again. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start this one off.
Okay.
I think he go play now.
Hey, you got sponsors.
The sponsors, and it was what you said. Trayvon Diggs' knee. Bland, nobody really knows, can he really become the guy that takes the number one guy yet? Then that nickel is wide open. Yeah.
I want to ask you something, boss. Since you're a former cornerback and played at a high level, do you think Bland's a better nickel than outside?
That's a long.
I don't think he's ready for the number one yet. I don't think he's
better at a nickel. Boss.
I would put nickel. Yep.
I got something to say that.
I took a pause on that because I really had to think. I was really thinking through so many of his games. I would say he's a better nickel.
This seems like because when he went against top tier receivers, he got worked.
Right, he did.
He got worked when he went against top tier receivers. He got worked, dog.
Yep.
No hate on Bland. I promise, no hate. But when he went against top guys, they put him through. They put him through some troubles.
And see, somebody, my boy David Lawrence said he made all pro outside. See, Bland is a playmaker, but sometimes you want to take a little bit less playmaking for a little bit better coverage, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I want you to just stop the guy. I appreciate you getting them picks. That's beautiful. That's dope. All them touchdowns, chef's kiss. But man, DK was cooking you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like cooking you, and you was getting cooked almost every time you had to take on the elite number one. So
let me ask you this though. Both of y'all preaching over there with that. And let's just move everything to the side, all BS to the side.
Bland got cooked on the Redskins too.
He did. Bro, he did. Got cooked in the Seattle Redskins. A whole bunch.
He got cooked. Yeah, people ain't talking about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Law, but
no, you good. No.
He got cooked, man.
But let me ask y'all this: what do Bland does better than Trayvon Diggs?
I say he's a little more physical, tackler. I think
you are fake news.
Ooh, wait. What?
Said I'm fake news on that?
Wrong.
What do
it's
Bland
all fake
does?
News. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Remove. Let's just remove numbers.
He tackle better. He tackle better.
Okay, I was about to say.
You know, Diggs just my dog though, man. Diggs that
right,
dude to me. Bro. When he healthy,
I'm like, come on, boss.
Woo, that boy when he healthy, I'm like, perfect. That boy is close to perfect. No, he tackle better. He
tackle better. So you, but he tackles better.
Yeah.
He's going to give you not the same kind of caliber of coverage, but he can give you some coverages out there.
Yes.
So when you start asking Bland to be on the outside, he's going to play on the outside. He's going to play on the outside, but tackle better. But when you're talking about Bland playing down inside the nickel, what do Bland does better than Jordan Lewis? Everything. Go ahead. Everything. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah, I didn't mean to answer my own question there. So he does everything better inside. And that's one of the things that we've been missing is a guy that can come down, hit, cover well. And Jordan Lewis was a situation for us. So if Trayvon Diggs 100% healthy, and if you can put Bland back inside, and if this Kalen Carson is a now guy, he got sponsors in the building.
I say now.
Oh my gosh,
he gonna be the sleeper now to me. He gonna be the sleeper now guy.
I'm with that, boss.
But can he play nickel? Can he play nickel? Can he play inside?
Yes.
He can, but I want Bland back inside because
But you gotta go back to the All Pro though, James.
I know. Listen, I know. But they're going to look at this is what they're going to look at though, Law. You know that when they gave him All Pro, they gave him All Pro on the INTs.
Right.
Gave him All Pro on the INTs because you set records. You had an NFL record, so of course you're going to be All Pro. Okay. We're not saying he's not a playmaker. When I saw him on the inside, we was excited. Here's the thing: when it was Gilly and it was Diggs. And he was healthy, and we had Bland on the inside. Come on now,
we had the best secondary.
That was the best
we
had one of the best secondaries in the league.
Easily,
it got compromised, and yes, Bland stepped his game up, but those big time guys will expose him, and I just love him better in the slot. So I'm hoping Carson, he's got good size, he's got good tackling ability, and he's a playmaker too. I would love to see if Carson can take that outside and slide Bland back on the inside.
As a rookie, though, you put that rookie with we gonna roll coverage. What you gonna do?
Well, it's another dilemma too, guys. I'm gonna talk about.
We put rookies out there on islands, haven't we, in Dallas?
Yeah.
Cornerbacks.
Yeah, we have.
We do it.
Bland, but it's another dilemma that we not. It's another dilemma that we got to talk about, bro. This is a real one too.
What's that?
We 0 for 3 when these guys come back from injuries. We 0 for 3. Still was not the same.
Diggs not being right.
Pollard was not the same.
Yeah.
Gallup was not the same. I don't think
Dak was. In 2021, he'll killing it over there. But keep going. I'm trying to figure you out though.
He throws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Diggs got to use them legs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm concerned about that. I'm just being honest. That's another reason why I'm thinking we go see Carson now, for real. I think we go see him now.
Let's even talk about Blake Jarwin and them. Those guys took forever to come back from their knee injuries. When he tore his knee up, they took forever.
Yeah. So,
if I'm Mike Zim, I'm banging on the table to give me a veteran guy. I can't.
Yeah, you got to get Gilmore back. You got to get Gilmore back. Signing.
Get Gilly back. You got to
get Gilly back, man. And then use. I say get Gilly back, and then use Carson as that guy that buys Gilly time to let their shoulder get all the way right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give
so take your early lumps. Take your early lumps, and then when the vet is ready, put the vet out there.
They traded up for Eric Scott. Is there any chances?
Yeah, it's a chance. Yeah, absolutely. Going into year 2. Going into year 2. Yeah. I would. I think he could take a jump. He could take a jump.
Is Izzy better than Jordan Lewis? If you were building this team, you the coach, would you fight and put Izzy inside the nickel slot? You seen that Buccaneers game? You've seen that tape?
Hell no!
Jordan Lewis is just a little bit more reliable to me.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I can just trust. I just trust Jordan Lewis a little bit more.
Yeah.
4-3 speed. We never got a chance to see that 4-3 speed.
We love the ability, but it's that trust.
It's the trust. I agree. I think you said
it's
it perfect.
The trust.
It's the trust. Yep. The upside in Izzy is so wasteful that we not using it though.
Hell yeah.
And see,
4-3, 6-3.
Izzy is that dude to me that they should use how they tried to use Curse. You know how they tried to make Curse a tight end eraser? That's how you should use Izzy. You feel me? Because Izzy actually could be a tight end eraser. Curse, he did it year 1, year 2, he was.
But Kirsten have his speed.
Right.
Kirsten have his speed too.
Yeah.
That's the big difference. Kirsten have that speed, and Kirst was never great in coverage though.
Yeah. And I feel like Izzy is way more fluid in them hips than Curse. Way more fluid.
Kirst went a 4.7 in his 40 on his pro day.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I want to see Izzy as a. You can find a spot for Izzy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like they had a specialty spot, and I like Izzy on how he played. Izzy played like a dog.
Let's go.
That's the one right there.
That's the one. I'm crazy now.
Right there.
When you step up in the
That's the one right
playoffs,
there.
I can trust you.
Yeah.
I can trust you. When you play big versus Tom Brady, I can trust you.
Yeah.
Especially on the slide at that size. Yeah.
My boy Birdman in the house. What's up, Hannick?
Yeah.
OG. All right, so I said now, then Ryan.
Oh man, he got a fight, boy. He got Jalen Brooks, you got Jalen Tolbert, you got Tiny Turpin. You know, you got Martavius Bryant. You got Cooks. You got CeeDee Lamb, and you got Jalen Monroe Cropper, and you got some guy named Crumbs or how you say that man's name. So he's going to be a futures guy if he can't, get on the field.
Yeah, I say future.
Future.
I hope he show out.
Future with upside.
See, because when you a weapon, you can win the crowd quick. That's one of the positions. If you got it, you know what I mean. You can win the crowd. And we need somebody to win the crowd at receiver 3. We need somebody, man. Because this one thing that landlord showed me that hurt my heart. Brandon Cook, according to Next Gen Stat, only had 1.6 yards of separation. Bro, we. That's bad. All right.
Hey man, Cooks inside, and CeeDee Lamb and Cooks runs from the same spot, man. I think that Cooks, when you look back at his tapes, man, previously before he came to the Cowboys, 1,000 yards every season, because majority of them came where Lamb is at. Lamb is in this spot. So when you put Cooks on the outside, I'm sitting here like, okay, we still gonna roll coverage Lamb way. We gonna bracket to the best of our ability to Jake Ferguson, and then we gonna sit on Cooks' route. And Cooks won on 2 plays, deep overs, right? And occasionally when Dak finally hits him on a 9 or deep post, those are the only plays. For the life of me, in the playoffs, they try to put him on a slant on the left side of the field when he didn't do that all year long, boss. You couldn't find tape on him doing it all year long. And my guy jumped over there and murked him for that because he ran a poor route. So, yeah, the average yards of separation, I think that Cooks wasn't getting off his releases like he's supposed to, especially on the outside, and he had problems positioning. And DBs, they were doing this on him, boss. They were just sitting on his route. And they'll sit butt towards sideline and say, hey, we giving you. Go to the middle of the field. Somebody's going to lay you out. They didn't care about him on the boundary side. They didn't care about him catching no fade on the outside. They didn't care about Cooks.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it like this. I got to do a film breakdown on him because I got to figure out what's going on. My boy Hannick, man, right there, man, he played for the Chargers. Boy was a dog, man. He played safety with me at U of H, man. This dude had like 200 tackles in one season. Crazy, bro. For real. I ain't never seen
Actually was my assessment right there. Actually was my assessment right there.
Because he said they don't use Cook right. How did he use him,
he can't. Because CeeDee Lamb is taking his.
You think that's it? You think that's it?
Yeah.
I mean, like as an OC, how you don't know how
though.
to get Cook? How you don't know how to use Cook?
Well, let's be honest, y'all. We gotta pray that nothing ever happens to CeeDee Lamb because that receiver room is average. Average. And these teams know it too. You don't think these teams know it?
Yep.
These teams know. Y'all ain't got nobody but CD. So we're gonna bracket him. We're gonna shut him down. Let's see what Jalen Tolbert can do. Let's see what a Jalen Brooks can do. Ain't nobody scared of them. And like Boss said, nobody's scared of no Brandon Cooks now. I ain't hating on him. I'll have high hopes. He did okay his first year, but it wasn't. When you watch the games, it was like.
It looked like Dak made him more than he made Dak. Right.
It wasn't like it felt like give us more, Cooks, give us more. We need more than even what you're doing.
I wasn't seeing no like clear separation or just like
you feel me? It wasn't like that's why we got him. It didn't feel like that.
Ooh, that number two cooking.
It didn't feel like that. When we saw Turpin get the ball, it was like that's what I'm talking about. When you saw Pitts the ball, he's like, okay,
right.
But
I want you guys. I want you guys to go pull up, man. You know, you don't have to do it now, but look at week 5. The first touchdown we scored against the 49ers, and let me know how Turpin got behind that defense. I said, dog, they need to just go back to that.
That's
Turp was killing them.
They need to use Turp more.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know who looked at that tape? The Vikings. They said, shoot, the Niners got problems on the back end. And my brother called me, he said, damn, I'm glad y'all didn't continue to use that little 9 dude, the dude that wear number 9. I said, you right. Cowboys got it their own way.
They went right away from us. Like, as soon as he has a few good catches, it's like Dallas loves to just go away. Like, they don't feed. Like, dude's hot, stay with him. You know, that's what CD Lamb was complaining about. He said, I'm top receiver in the game, and I only got 2 targets first half. You know what I'm saying? So CD Lamb complained about it. So I don't know how this happens with Mike McCarthy. I like it, Mike, but you're supposed to be the guru. You're supposed to be able to figure this out. You're supposed to figure that out. Get your guys in positions. And when we saw Turpin, why'd you keep him? Because he gave you an element that you didn't have before, and you brought him over from the. So if he has that element, how come you not using it to your advantage?
Mm-hmm. See, but roll, you messed up. I'm gonna say so. Now we want weapons. See, we was in the hard. We could have got some weapons out this draft. He right. Man, I saw.
We wanted Brian Rice. Thomas. He was sitting right there.
Rice was sitting there for a long time, bro.
Brendan Rice?
Yes.
I said draft him. I said take him over Flournoy.
And then these boys went out there and got
Southeast Missouri Tech State.
Hey, he gonna be a dog, man. You know, that's Nate. Good feet, man. He's strong.
He's strong.
Hey, put it like this. You feel much happier seeing him versus Joshua Ball and say it with me, Matt, well, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So you see Nate out there, you be like, okay, all right, cool. You know, all right.
Wrong,
what you trying to say? You want to see Josh Ball and Matt, well, let's go?
No, I'm being honest, man. I didn't like the film that I watched, but I did only watch one. I watched him versus A&M. I was just not impressed. I was not impressed at all. And I wasn't seeing this push. Now, I'm pretty sure I could go find some clips that look good. But when you watch a whole game, I was like,
put that wee-woo sauce away.
Please put that wee-woo sauce, get it away from me. But I will say this, I got to be consistent. Yeah. I've seen so many big gains from people in our offensive line that get planted in that soil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So almost any offensive line outside of Ball has showed massive improvements just by being in the room. So from that, I'm going to be patient. But I'm clearly going to call that a future.
Improvement.
Yeah. His shoulder thing.
His shoulder, I don't really know who he is yet because of the shoulder.
He's one of those guys, James, that when we was out there,
WFT.
But he's one of them guys, man. When we first heard that he needed a shoulder surgery, I was like, "Go ahead, get the shoulder surgery." And then he decided not to. He declined it, and then I think a couple of weeks into the football season, he got it hurt, and I was like, "Damn, boy, see, he should have had a shoulder thing. Should have listened to the law." But some people scared of that knife, get up under that.
I think he was trying to be tough, and I think that's Stephen Jones forcing them draft picks out there. Our guy,
because that's all he mentions is Matt. Well, let's go. He always mentioning him, and we got let's go. Yeah, that was your pick, and you're trying to justify it because he came from a small
because of Amari Cooper,
and he ain't. And he came from a small school, and he ain't doing jack poo. So I'm sorry, this guy from Nathan or Louisiana or wherever the heck he came from, it's the same thing, dog. Can we play that again, boss?
clearly future. Clearly future. Like that's.
But hey,
if you make the squad,
he's the first guy off the bus guy though. You get him off the bus, that big old boy come off the bus, you be like, oh Lord. He's at least that.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real, man. Like it was some.
Get ready for your second womp next one.
Oh,
wait a minute, whoa.
See, now I feel you though, cause see, man, like I see clips, I see highlights, but I watch games. I watch games, and
no motor.
Motive decent, slow motor. But he kind of like
he average.
He's on the ground a lot. You know. Now I like his effort, but you know, anybody that's saying effort, he gonna come in year one and just.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
I ain't falling for it. Dallas.
Call Davis, baby.
Dallas.
Give him a want too.
I don't care. Like, nah, man. Just no. Listen.
They can't sell this one.
You can no. I'm not gonna let y'all sell me that Mozzie, who lost all that weight, has shoulder surgery. Got to get the weight back and get stronger and take a year 2 jump.
And he already couldn't deal with that pressure first. Oh,
yeah.
Lord, year 2.
And you telling me, yeah, we good, yeah. These are Zim's guys. It's like, nah, man, nah. I think you doing Zim completely wrong. So that's also a future, for sure. Mm-hmm. That's a future for me. What about you, Law Big?
Me, that's why there's rumors. Well, there's real tangible things in the building, saying that they're going to look for a veteran guy. So yes, he's future.
Yeah.
I hope that we can bring in, a trash can full of dirt guy, and slowly get Rodgers and Mozzie back to speed. Yeah.
He is not future nothing to me.
I'm not beating up him though. I'm not beating up that. Y'all too bad on Rodgers, man.
I am. I'm sorry, and please forgive me, Rodgers. Please forgive me, Rodgers. But it's not a now. It's not a future. It's not anything.
The only little hope that I have is maybe Zim can do like Rod, because Rod was able to get guys to play way better.
George Sevy, baby. Yeah.
So I'm waiting to see that. That's the only thing I'm waiting on. But my common sense is saying, y'all know I got a button over here. It's saying,
oh, hell no.
You are fake news. Wrong. It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Dallas, I need y'all to go get some shoes, man. Quit playing. When
Is it the shoe?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And I'm caught up on my super chats. Y'all caught up on y'all super chats?
Yes, sir.
Right,
I got one more over here, man. And shout out to him.
Is it the shoes?
Yeah, is it the shoes? I got I love weed for 27 months. Appreciate you, man, for being over here for a member for 27 months. And then I got Michael Ryan with the double time $4.99 for your mind. He said, yes, I agree. The problem with Deuce in the regular season last year was whenever he was touched the ball, he was getting tackled in the handoff in the backfield. Yeah, because they put him in the wean hours of the game. Pretty much when the game was iced up, he averaged off the top of my dome like 1.8 yards per tote, and he only had touched the ball 23 times. So yeah, it was a bad number for him for his rookie year. So I'm rooting for the Tiny Deuce Vaughn for this season. Hopefully he can run behind the pads with number 50 or whoever number they give BB, and he could do something with that. Or 56, I believe they gave him 56, so he can run behind that. BB King.
So getting into my final words. This draft was better than last year because I felt like I could sum up this draft maybe in one word, 2. It was a needs draft, and you took care of a lot of your needs. You did.
Way too early draft grade. What you giving him? Way too early. I already gave him a grade on mine. I want to know what you thought.
B+.
Oh, Me and you on the same page. James, what you give him?
C+.
Yeah, B+. I felt like we got starters out the first 3 picks. I think that's fantastic. And I think we're going to have about 4 people start. Whenever you can come out of the draft with 4 starters, I think that's fantastic. You know, I felt like they missed up on some value. That's why it's a B. I think and the reason why I dropped them to a B because I actually didn't want them to get DT at all. I wanted them to be so dry at DT that it actually forced them to go get a veteran. I'm afraid now, Dallas. This is perfectly going into my final word. I'm afraid because I've seen so many times you bet on your guys. Even when the whole world was like, there's no way y'all go out there with Gallup 6 months after surgery. Everybody was like, there's no way they go sign Gallup over Amari. No way. Dallas did it. Because they get so drunk on the philosophy of if we pick them, we have to play them. You are scaring me to death, Dallas. I'm gonna be all the way honest. You have put together a pretty good roster, but you playing with the shoes. And I have a sneaky feeling that y'all go really go out there.
Is it the shoes?
And I literally looked at all 32 teams. There is no team that have defensive tackles and one techs as young as the Dallas Cowboys. My final word is this. Cuts will be coming. If you really be doing right by your defensive coach, don't do him like you did Dan Quinn. Because you did it to Dan Quinn too. Dan Quinn clearly wanted Bobby Wagner. But you oversold your guy, LVE. And your draft arrogance again allowed us to go out there and not have the best linebacker in the league. So, I want you to get serious and don't get so drunk on our guys' philosophy and take real serious truly helping your D coordinator unlike you did Dan Quinn. That's my final word.
All right. My final word will be this. It's not really about the players that got drafted. It's about my guy that got undrafted. My final word is let's go, Julius. They always say Dallas Cowboys have the draft after the draft. And if you look throughout the history of the Dallas Cowboys, undrafted rookie free agents have made the team. Look at Tony Romo, starting fullback, Hunter Luke, undrafted. Dado, undrafted. Wanye, undrafted. You can go through tons and tons of people that have made this team that are undrafted. Barry Church, undrafted. Plenty of players that have been drafted have made an impact with the Dallas Cowboys. I almost think that I will give Dallas Cowboys credit about this, that I think this might be one of the best places if you're an undrafted rookie to come to a team.
Yes.
This is the best team to come to because you actually have a chance to make the team, not just make the team, but play a lot, and you could be an entrenched starter.
Yeah.
So this is the spot to come to if you're a rookie undrafted free agent.
That's facts.
So with that being said, my dog Julius Wood, shout out to my dog Stevie Wood. Like I said, we grew up together ever since we was kids. I've known him for over 40 years. He has his own youth football organization called the Columbus Rams, which is a very good youth organization. We have a lot of kids that went to Division I, Division II, NAIA playing football. He does a great job with the kids. And Julius, my son played with Julius. I helped coach Julius for a couple of years. And, he was a do-all everything player with us. But I remember telling Wood, put him at switch him to safety, or tell the coach to switch him at safety when he goes to high school, because that can be a spot, because there's tons of 6'2" receivers, right? Tons of 6'2.5" receivers. They're everywhere. But you get a 6'2", 6'3" safety, that changes the game. He made the transition, and just to see from Little League, he was originally with Miami of Ohio, didn't go. How many times do we see Law and Boss? And if you don't make it at the first school, you end up don't playing no more, right? We see that so many times, right? But Julius stayed with it. He went to Blinn College, the same college that Cam Newton went to. Went to Blinn College, turned up, transferred to East Carolina, made his mark, and now has got picked up by the Dallas Cowboys. I looked at the depth chart. I think he's like third on the depth chart. They put him at strong safety. He has the free safety body, but he has the strong safety attitude. And he is a no-nonsense player. He goes hard every play. This is not just pumping him up. This is what I saw and what he is. He puts his head down. He ain't about the glitz and glamour. He's about work and being the best he can be. So it's going to be a battle. Safety room is thick, but I really do believe Julius has a chance, and I'll just go in there, Julius, with everything you got, mini camp, training camp, and I'm hoping and praying the best. That would make my year life if Julius actually made the team and actually could become something on here. Juju, let's get it. I'm excited. I didn't mean to take a long final word, but I'm on cloud nine. When I saw the picture when he said, "How about them Cowboys?" We all went crazy. And what's so crazy about a long boss?
No, that's dope.
When he was at his draft party, his dad was telling me that tons of teams were reaching out to him, right? Good luck for the draft, things of that nature. Cowboys never reached out to him, not once. Never talked to him. He said as soon as the draft was over, Cowboys called him and offered him a deal. So that tells me you might have been on their radar and they didn't want to talk about nothing and kept quiet on you because that's how much they wanted you. Dallas does that. So that's hopefully my exciting part. So let's get it, Juju. That's my final word.
Hold on,
Juju.
Hold on real quick. First of all,
and that's his college number. That's why you see the 4. Ain't nobody trying to take that number. That's his college number.
First of all, I'm gonna give you my Dallas Carter perspective. That boy sweet. First of all, that's the first thing we look at when you from Dallas Carter. You know what I'm saying? That boy got that Predator shield. Man, I ain't mad at you, bro.
Bruh.
All right. But number 2, I want to say this, because I'll be breaking down the press conference. For him to get that call after the draft, Will McClay said they only had 10 people on their radar. So for him to get one of the first calls, that says a lot, big. That says a lot about what they think about him. For him to be one of the 10 that Will McClay himself was like, we got to get this guy. And say, we've been doing so good with these undrafteds. He might come up the slow way where they redshirt him. You know what I mean? Clear out the rest of the safety room, clear out the vets, and he'll be the next up, just like Wanye Thomas. Or he
just like Wanye.
Wanye. Yup. And he got some competition.
Doper than if you had. Oh, he got some competition, but if you had Wanye and him back there, if the other guys leave, Wanye, he can cover, he can do everything, and Wood come down. I ain't gonna lie. I won't drink Kool-Aid, but I'll watch a little bit more intently if Julius on there.
Hey. All I got to do is get you to do the little pack like this.
You lying.
Hey, boss. All I got to do is
that boy gonna drink the hell out.
You know how you do the pack like this? Yeah. Let me know. When you make the Kool-Aid, don't you do the packing like this, though? And then don't you do it? And you do like that? Don't you do like that? Let me know, brother. I know that's a brother code right here.
That's
joking up like that now.
Say, no, that's exactly what he gonna do, bro. That boy gonna go crazy. That boy gonna silk. Man, he gonna, matter of fact, he gonna even put no sugar in it. He gonna just drink it.
We're gonna pour that Kool-Aid. Just do it live, dog. Just do it live, cause when I get out there to Oxnard, I'm gonna call JoJo. I'm gonna yell at JoJo like I'm gonna yell at him like he's my brother or something. JoJo, Big Game James, yeah, James Yates told me to yell out, yo, come on over here, come get this interview, dog.
For sure. Yeah, hey, I already talked to his dad. I said, hey, after you get done with minicamp, we need to go ahead and get that interview popping. So I'm already on the horn to get that popping because we need to make that happen.
Bring Dad on the show too, because we got to talk noise to him. Yeah. I saw your show. You said he wasn't a Cowboy fan, and he was talking all that.
Nah, he Miami. He the Dolphins, so he gonna be talking trash. He a Dolphins fan.
Okay. So he was talking noise last year when they beat us, At the end, Tell you.
Hell yeah, I heard.
We gonna get him now. We gonna get him. Yeah, we gonna get him. Yeah.
So you gonna have a jersey now, though, buddy?
You gonna have a good jersey. I think he got to beat out Cedric Redwine. They like him. For people who telling me if he's still there, So I think that Woods will beat him out and then continue to work on down the stretch and make this team ultimately. But I would say I give this draft a B+. For one reason is that they solidified the front five. That's the only unit that all five of these guys must be on the same page, even if it's future results, as long as we can get Josh Ball, Matt Walesko, and Chuma Edoga out the paint. A lot of people sleeping on Austin Richards. I think that our front five is pretty good. Even Big Nate Thomas. I know you mad on Big Game James and Boss, but Nate, his last name is Thomas, man. So, hey, when I see my name on the back of a jersey, boy, that do something to me, man. So, Hey, we got another Thomas on the team. So, I hope all is well with him. I give this, like I say, a B+, and this is adjustable grade for the offseason. If we go in this offseason and fool around and get a true one tech, oh my God! I'm gonna make an apology video. I'm gonna make an apology video to the Joneses. I say, man, hey man, I apologize, man. I didn't see the picture, and I kind of judge you guys before the picture. If they do that, and if they just do that, and still, no, I'm a little greedy. I'm greedy.
Get some more. Give
me a veteran. Give me a veteran DB. Veteran DB,
that's good. No, I like that.
Insurance, bro.
No, I like
you preaching, but it ain't happening. You preaching, but it ain't happening.
But that's why I'm saying I'll do an apology video if they do that.
That's fair.
But that's all I got, man. B+ for this off season, or B+ for the draft. What brought the B+, what made me give them a B+, it could have been an A if they fool around and drafted a running back. So that's why I'm giving them a B+. And that's all I have, man, as far as my final word, bro. But I'll be looking for Juju. Since he gave me his nickname. That's a good nickname, too.
I hope he rock folk, too. I hope we rock folk.
Yeah, they let you rock. They let you rock a 4 during the because defensive players, because they got so many players.
Right.
They let him rock. Let him rock it.
Yeah, let him rock his own.
Yeah, because that's been his number since high school. So
yeah. He on the defense.
He was 32. Yeah, he was 32 in college, but he switched back to his high school number 4. So, like I said, his last name plays to it. Lays the wood, just like the last, his last name. And if you see him, he's a physical player. Needs to continue to work in coverage. Feel me? I can definitely respect it. I understand that there are things that need to be worked on. But like you said, if he can get on as a red shirt, he's great on special teams because he plays special teams at Blinn. So he was great on special teams at Blinn and East Carolina because that's how he actually got on the field at East Carolina because he was so good on special teams.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be his calling card like Godwin that had been on the team forever, and then maybe make that climb from there. So if you got to start out that way, that's fine. Take a red shirt and then blow it up. But just proud of you once again, man. Just elated, excited, and I'm still in disbelief. It's kind of crazy.
That's dope, man. I love it. No doubt.
Oh, you got me. No doubt. Remember.
Yeah. I was like, we were waiting for it. And remember.
I'm sitting there looking at my phone, looking at this.
Maybe I just wanna run it up.
Okay.
Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let her, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, there's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.